Okay, let's call the meeting in order if we could, please. We're getting part of the order. 9 o'clock. First order of business today would be to first welcome Magistrate Hahn back to the court. Jerry, good to see you back. Next order of business would be an order of the county judge appointing the new sheriff and Mike Newton. I want to enter that. I've already issued the order. I want to enter it to a matter of record. Elaine, if you would, the fiscal court order for a permanent record, please. Okay, then we'll go to the minutes. Minutes from the December 19th meeting.
Motion to approve is presented on the minutes.
Motion made by Sam Hutchins to approve the minutes. Is there a second? Second by Bernard Ice. Any further discussion? And all approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion will carry. Next would be your bills list, and apologize for the inconvenience on the bills list, but we printed out the old bills list and sent to you. But the fortunate that the bills list is not real long this meeting, January 2nd meeting. I did not see anything that stuck out. Bear in mind, guys, on most of these bills, I will sign a purchase order for almost, unless it's already on a prepaid bills list. I'll sign a purchase order for most of these bills. Sometimes it can be 3 weeks go by before they're on the list, so sometimes I do lose track of which ones we've signed off on or not. But it works, pretty good system. The auditors like our system real well. But I sign off on all of these bills.
Where did they put a window in? Downstairs?
Upstairs, yeah. That's maybe one more left at Don's office.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills as presented.
Thank you. Keith, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff. Any further discussion? All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion will carry. Next would be county clerk's budget. The county clerk presented her budget at our last fiscal court meeting. I made an extra copy for your mail just in case you left yours.
No, she presented a budget amendment at the last meeting.
But she also handed out the budget that we did take up. That's 2018 budget, estimated total receipts of $13,223,525 with excess fees of $350,000.
I'll make the motion to approve the budget as presented.
Thank you, Sam. Is there a second? Second by Bernard Ice. All approve, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion will carry.
And the order.
Oh, yeah, she needs an order. You pass out the order to all the guys.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, in order to setting the maximum salaries for deputies and the assistants, that includes the fringes that she pays herself.
Can we make that part of that first motion?
Well,
Or you need a
we better go
motion
and do it in a second. Do it another.
I'll make a motion to
Approve the order.
Pay order.
Thank you. A motion been made by Sam, is there a second? Second by Jerry Hahn. All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? Motion carries. Let you know, I'm gonna go ahead and sign this and give this to you. I wrote it right first time. I can't believe it.
Appreciate it.
Okay, next would be just a Whitland project update. John and I have revisited those numbers. We're going to want to take the numbers that John and the contractor, Billy Brown's gotten together, and want to review those for the next 2 weeks and make you a presentation in the next court meeting. Be able to get a little bit more precise on the numbers, and could be some other funding sources that I'm looking at to help us as well to offset the cost. I'll let you know about that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I noticed in here, John, some of the floor joists were 7.5 inches by 2, or 8.5 by 2, one or the other. Is that legal? Will that pass today's code?
I haven't checked that yet, but I was going to.
Well,
So
some
it's
of
all
the-
rough cut lumber is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
Some of that.
I know.
What do you mean will it pass?
Well, I mean, on certain floor joists, you've got to have a certain size.
Right.
And I don't know the 6.5 or whatever it was noted, 8.5. I know on most floor joists today, they got to be 10.5.
We'll put in whatever the code requires.
It depends on your span.
Span and
We'll
spacer.
check on that too.
Span and spacer.
Okay, and then I noticed some of the ceiling joists were only 4 inches.
That's about right for poplar back in the day.
It will have to meet code.
It's
gonna go.
So you need to keep that in mind when you're sitting down with Billy Brown, in case every bit of it has to come off, you know? Just need to keep that in mind.
I know what you mean on the
Yeah.
parts that we did.
Right, he may just say, well, we're just gonna do this part, and then the other part might not be up to code.
Kind of
so-
like the old electrical thing, once you touch it now, it all got to come up with code.
That's
what
exactly
you're
it.
saying. Okay.
That's all the little
Well,
question I
good
had.
point.
Yeah, yeah.
Good point.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on to the landfill solid waste report.
It's that busy time of year right after Christmas and New Year's. We're a day behind, just a reminder, we're a day behind this month. But other than that, just normal operations, just trying to get trucks going. This cold, -2 degrees, it was a slow start this morning.
Those guys got a tough job.
That's it?
That's all I have.
Thank you, John.
EMS report, Joe's not here today. We did open the bids on the, he wanted to review those for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, we opened bids and balances, but he wants to compare, we have about 4 different vehicles bid, and he wants to compare it next week. Recreation report,
Only thing I got to report is, starting the day, the road department's helping, we're cleaning up some wooded area there along the
I
retention
just wanted to
pond.
talk about another pond.
We're gonna start cleaning up this week.
Okay. Okay, Brad, the road department report.
All right, I'll do the report before we do the trailers. Boom mower was down for 2 weeks. I told you guys about that. Cylinder had to be rebuilt that controls the heads back up and running. We're finishing up, we actually did one day last week on Sutherland. We're doing a favor for the city. Once we do that, we got about a half day's work for him, and then we're out. You talked about your route.
Right.
So if you need any additional roads, you need to get with me on that.
You know, like I said, the leaves are not on.
I know it's hard to see this time of the year, and then we're coming out of Keys District into Burns giving me 3 or 4 that we need to do for him. Basically, what we worked on for the past 2 weeks, the way the weather was and the holidays, we had to take Withrow Creek. We had a shoulder failure, and we had to basically use the shoulder on the other side, so we had to pop some rock out. I've talked to some of you guys about that, and I'll send pictures later. We just finished that up late last week. Did a very similar project on Summers Lane for Sam. Real tight curve, so we took some material off on one side of the road, took the shoulder off, built the shoulder up on the other side. I don't know what you guys think about those
They
projects.
look good. I think it did a good job.
They did a good job on my road. It's a pretty tough project.
That's a tough project.
They came out really,
Keith?
make the road a lot safer.
Yeah, 100%. We're out on Icetown today.
I seen them had that way this
Yeah,
morning.
so we're gonna try to do something
Oh,
with
where
that.
that water leak
Yep.
or whatever it was?
Mhm.
Okay.
So basically what it is, and I was talking with the news media earlier, shoulders are an issue this time of the year when they're higher than the road because of course the water can't get off. So you see it's a lot of times clipping shoulders.
Yep.
Got to be careful with that because it does create messes. You're basically peeling the sod off. But then the low line areas, Keith had a situation where sometimes, I guess got a water line leak.
I think he does too.
And then it becomes an issue with ice on the road. So you'll see us go and clip shoulders a lot.
Yeah, it was 9 degrees and I could take, you know, it wasn't froze.
Right.
So I think there's some running water or something.
But we're gonna clip that shoulder, not low lying area. So we do that a lot in the wintertime too. All right, so trailers. Did you guys get hard copies? It was me, Elaine.
Yeah, here you can have mine.
There, I got it. You guys probably have it. So basically, we had a 35-ton trailer. This is used for, or the purpose we think to use it for is to haul the grade off, need be, to have worked on. Rubber tire loader is a big issue for us when we're packing it south end of the county all the way to the north end of the county. We're starting to wear the tires off of it. So this was an idea on doing that. If we bought this, we get rid of one of the other trailers. So this is what it came in at the other day. You load
Brad,
it.
a reminder of us all that the only reason
Why?
I actually did this
Right.
was it was brought to my attention.
The trailer we use now, have you guys ever seen it? It's about 3.5 foot tall and it's a rear load.
Dangerous sliding off of it.
Correct. You have issues loading steel tracks on those type of things. I've seen them at the landfill and guys are used to it. I would never do it. It's how they load them. If they start sliding, they slide off. And so you guys all know what drop decks trailers are. They're a lot easier. They just drop down, you pull up on it and go from there. So now the issue is there a need for it or not? That's totally y'all's decision. We can make what we got work, or we can do this and get rid of the other.
And, or we could contract for somebody to move our equipment,
Well,
and that's a delay.
the only issue you get into that is, we do projects all over the county with that rotary loader, especially when we're shouldering.
Yeah.
So you can't contract with a guy to move that piece of equipment all the time. I think those tires on that is like 3,000 a piece, maybe? Not rubber tire loader?
Maybe, yes, maybe cheap.
Maybe a little cheaper, because I remember we bought a articulating tire one time, it was worth that. I know, I shouldn't have brought it up, but, guys, it was in the budget, it's totally up to you guys, I can go either way with it.
How long is this trailer? Do you know? You got any specs on it?
Yeah. Kaufman Trailer's your parent little bidder, they're out of South Carolina, I believe.
We had 4 bidders on it, actually 3 bidders, Police Supply bid 2, the Raid Company bid 1. You know, I looked online for these types of trailers. The new, most of the used ones are $35,000.
Well length, Sam, you know what they're talking about, the well length?
Yeah.
That's 24 foot,
24 foot,
24 foot for the well length, that's the flat spot.
38 or so feet.
Something like that, your width is 102 inches.
$1,000 a foot.
That's about right.
How many times a year do we use that trailer?
Doesn't?
And you said something about steel tracks. We don't have anything down
Yeah,
there.
we do, I haul dozer all the time.
Yeah, they got the dozer from the land.
I need to haul it out to Team Watts Park tomorrow. That is when it gets iffy.
Yeah, that's the most important part.
If we ever work, which we shouldn't, on the high lift, we haul it ourselves to E-Town for that guy to work on sometimes. You all know that earth moving equipment.
Sure.
Do we use it once a week? No. To be
Let me
dead
ask you
honest.
something, Brad.
Once a month?
Yes.
In your mind, what do you think we could sell our used trailer for? We gave 16 grand for it about 10, 12, 15 years ago.
I sure would not want to let loose for anything less than $6,000, $7,000. I just
Well,
put new tires on
somebody
it.
gets
We
some-
put new tires on
$5,000.
it last year. We put 8.
And so that would knock your, overall net cost down. And I highly recommend the court purchase.
I know we talked about
I
quite a
don't
bit,
think
the
that I disagree a little bit
paper
here.
will
Hey.
load and go on this fine.
I'd say the
I
same
think
way.
that once you identify a.
You're taking people's chances.
We said it's the
When
same
you loading
issue.
that bulldozer or
Turn around,
anything,
some-
sliding off,
So you may use
not use
something
that
else.
for that type of.
turning over,
On a,
thinks about people's life.
and if you had like you had a place to ramp it to, it wouldn't be any problem.
I recall several years ago, Jimmy Ballard did work for me, and he turned it over to kill him. Same thing, it slid off, like,
Right.
it will kill you.
Totally.
So safety
I'd like to
reasons.
make a motion to go with that trailer.
Jerry woke up this morning.
He turned
No.
off.
I got a motion.
I know.
Is there a second?
I second.
Second by Bernard. Now discussion.
What's it gonna cost us to move that Great All to Nashville?
$1,800.
Okay,
This
that
will not be
offsets-
in for then that time.
It won't be in for that.
Okay.
It's a 4-week delay on it.
All right.
Well, here's the problem I
But
got.
just on that one issue though, every trip, you're looking at even moving $800 to $1,000 every time they move a piece of equipment.
Probably fair.
I would guess, I'd say
8 or 10 year life cycle on the trailer. or
this
on the-
thing lasts 15, 20 years easy.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah, it'll outlast all us.
Keith, you had a question.
I got a question. Who's gonna haul it?
Steve Jones.
All right, so Steve's gonna get there on a morning like this morning. How long is he gonna have to let that truck sit and idle before?
A lot of times we'll load day 4 Keith.
Okay, even if it's loaded, how long is he gonna have to leave that truck sit there? I mean, -1 or 1 degrees this morning, that truck's gonna take 25 to 40 minutes. Air brakes, gonna be half froze. All of our guys are sitting out on a road somewhere, waiting for them to get there.
Our guy's in there at 7 o'clock.
And Steve Jones is our mechanic, so we're gonna,
Typically what we do, I'll use this morning as a prime example. When I come in, I get there at like 7:15. All the trucks already started. So when them guys come in, they start up and they come in and drink their coffee. Then they wait for my instructions for the day. Does it work that way every day? No.
and that
So there
18
will be some downtime if that's what you get.
Yeah, that 18-wheeler is a little different than our normal
Correct.
pickup truck too.
Correct.
The air brakes.
But like when we had to move the whole ram, we had to run a whole ram last week for these 2 projects I was telling you about. when we had to move it, we would load it the day before, so, and Steve would bring it into the shop. So instead of fighting it out on the side of the road, I mean, we kind of do pre-planning on that, but to tell you, does it work perfect? No. There
But
is
he's
some.
not our only driver either.
No, but that's
Yes.
Steve's baby. So
Oh, he's the bigger
Steve-
about that tractor, that road tractor.
Steve usually is the only one we let.
He's the only one drove it in the last year or two.
Probably. I'm okay with that. I mean, there's other people that can.
I know, but we're not hauling the rubber tire loader right now. We're not hauling the grade all right now. My theory is that we're gonna have a mechanic driving the truck who's gonna be gone 3 or 4 hours every day whenever this is used, just to haul.
Mhm.
It's gonna take an hour to get to Chaplin,
Mhm.
driving that 18 wheel, it's gonna take an hour to get it back.
Mhm.
Driving in my neck of the woods, it's gonna take an hour to get there, an hour to get back.
Same thing if we got the trailer we got now.
I know that.
Okay.
But we just don't use it that much. I don't think.
No, we won't. I agree.
District Four's out.
All approved, say aye.
I'm gonna say yes.
Disapprove.
Aye.
One lone no. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else, Brad?
No.
Jail report.
Okay, today we have a total of 165. We have 4 in Hardin County, 1 on home incarceration. We have 69 state inmates. We have 3 further weekends. We have 3 after court, so we have an in-house total of 154. The ones that are state, we're waiting for them to get state bids. Nobody's got bids right now.
I guess that's going to continue.
For a little while, anyway, I hope it's not long before we have the next couple of prisons.
Yeah, because they're talking about it, working on it.
I know the governor's already signed the order, the contract with them.
Magistrate, you have anything else to report on, old new business? Nothing, anything? Anybody else? wish to
I have a
address the
proposed
court?
resolution.
I'm sorry?
I have a proposed resolution.
I'm listening.
Okay.
I would have preferred you giving it to me prior to. the
Matthew
court.
had it.
What is the resolution?
Sorry, I don't have this copy yet. It's basically, since we just lost Sheriff Mattingly to the uncertainty of pension reform, I think to make a statement to the rest of the state, Nelson County Fiscal Court should consider saying that we stand with our law enforcement who put their lives on the line every day, and they've been promised certain benefits in retirement. And I think that we should make a stand for and do the right thing and tell Senator Higdon and Representative McCoy to introduce this into the record of the legislatures, both Senate and the House, to make a statement and say, hey, we don't want to lose any more people because of something that's been promised to them and a possible loss.
Don, Senator Chad will be up here a week.
I'm well aware of it,
Monday.
but I think if the fiscal court makes a statement, and we then can make a template and call, like, you can get, I have a list of all the county judge executives. I can give you that list. Once if we pass this, you can call each and every one of those other county executives and say, hey, let's make a stand. Let's tell the legislature, give them an exemption, because there needs to be an exemption, but.
Thank you. I will review it. Anything else, guys? Motion to adjourn, please.
I don't have anything.
Motion to adjourn? Motion by, well, you're birds ahead of you. Second by Sam Hutchins.
I'll second.
All approved, say aye.
Aye.
Disapprove? And motion will carry. Thank you all.
Thank you.